Yesterday we kept it nice and simple with just missing question mark and an angle measure. Either they're equal to each other or they add to 180. Today we're going to make it a little bit more difficult by throwing in some equations. The first thing we have to do obviously is identify the relationship. We can do that by asking ourselves two questions. Are these interior or exterior angles? And are they on the same side or alternate sides of the transversal? Those are in our notes from yesterday. We're not going to rewrite all of that. We know that that's what it means when we say identify the relationship. Step 2, figure out if the angles are equal or supplementary. That's going to determine what equation we set up in order to solve for the missing variable. If we set it up wrong, we're going to get, of course, the wrong answer. So we got to figure out if the angles that we're looking at are equal or supplementary based on the relationship we identified in step 1. Then we just set up the equation and solve. Go ahead and copy down that first example there. We'll run through these steps, set everything up, solve it out, see what we get. Yeah. So let's do step 1. Let's figure out our relationship here. Are these interior angles or exterior angles? Exterior. They're on the outside of my parallel lines. Are they on the same side of my transversal or alternate sides? Alternate sides. So if they're on alternate sides of the transversal, they're on the exterior of my parallel lines. What can we call that relationship? Alternate exterior. Alternate exterior. Are alternate exterior angles, now step 2, are they equal or are they supplementary? They're equal. Remember, same side, supplementary, SSS. If we have a name, an angle relationship, same side, interior, that's when we have supplementary. Everything else is going to be equal. So we can just set the blue angle equal to the red angle. 3x plus 5 equals 44. And now we solve. When we're solving something like this, what's the first thing we want to do? Do we have any like terms to combine on the left side? No. I've got a variable term and a constant term. Can't combine those. So what can I do with my constant term? Subtract it over to the right. Minus 5, minus 5. My 5's cancel out on the left, leaving me with 3x equals what? 39. What do I want to do now? Divide by 3. How many times would 3 go into 39? 13 times. There's my answer. X is equal to 13 degrees. And again, we can plug 13 back in. If we take our blue equation, 3x plus 5, and we plug 13 in for x, what is 3 times 13? 39. What's 39 plus 5? 44. Is that equal to the red angle that we have? Yes, it is. Boom, we've checked our work. We know that our answer is correct. And a lot of times that checking is something you can hopefully at this point do in your head. Save yourself some time, space, and headache by doing that. .44. Does a 44, just like the red angle, 44 degrees. What questions can I answer about that? Show thumbs. Is that making sense? How we set that up, figure that out, went through the steps. Thumbs up. Yep, that makes total sense. Thumbs sideways if it kind of makes sense. Okay, good. I appreciate it. What? Exactly. It's exactly the same as what we did on worksheet 72, just different types of relationships. That is all. Most of them will be equal to each other, though. Let's take a look at another one. There we go. Yes, 6x minus 25 in red, 4x plus 15 in blue. What do we do in step number 1? Find the relationship. Right? What relationship do you see here with these two angles? Let's run through it. Are they interior or exterior? Both. One's on the interior, one is on the exterior. In between the parallel lines is my red angle. Outside of my parallel lines is my blue angle. Are they on the same side of the transversal or alternate sides? Same side. So if they're on the same side, one's in, one's out, what do we call that relationship?
Same side. Corresponding.
There we go. We gotta, if we're still having a little bit of trouble identifying, we should be using our notes. Just, how do I spell this? There we go. Especially on the worksheet, you should have yesterday's notes opened up. As you get more comfortable identifying these relationships, okay? Are corresponding angles equal or supplementary? Equal. Again, this is on the sheet we colored in yesterday, so when we get to work, you should be using that. Sounds like we need to. So we set up the equation 6x minus 25 equals 4x plus 15. What's the first thing I can do here to solve this?
Well, you combine it.
Like terms? Are there any like terms to combine on the left?
No.
What about on the right? No. So we're not going to combine like terms. We're going to do our inverse operations. Right? What's the first inverse operation we can do here? Subtract what? 15? Let's add 25. The reason why is if we subtract 15 over here, we're going to have a negative number. I want to avoid that at all costs. Let's add 25 to both sides. What happens to my 25s on the left? Cross them out, leaving me with 6x equals 4x plus 40. Great job. 40. I brought my constant term to the right. What do I now want to bring to the left? The 4x, my variable term. If I have 6 x's and I take 4 of them away, how many do I have now? 2 x's. So we get 2x equals 40. My last step is going to be to do what? Divide by 2. How many times does 2 go into 40, everybody? 20. There's my missing variable, x equals 20. Yeah.
How do you know which order to go?
Say that one more time.
How do you know which order to go?
How do you know which where to what?
Order to go.
For the inverse operations?
No, like, why not 4x plus 15 equals 6x minus 25?
You can do that too. Yeah. As long as you do all your addition and subtraction correctly, you'll get the same thing. This brings up a great point. Let me show you what you're referring to. You're saying if I had it like 4x plus 15 equals 6x minus 25, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say I did what I think it was Hope that said we subtract the 15. Now I've got negative 40. 4x equals 6x minus 40. Yeah, exactly. But that's okay, because you'll get the same answer here. Look, if we subtract now the 6x, now I've got negative 2x equals negative 4d. Divide by negative 2. What's a negative over a negative? Positive. And 40 over 2 is 20. So as long as all your math is correct, the order doesn't matter, the direction doesn't matter, but again, your math has to be correct. You can't forget minus signs. Can't make all those mistakes. But yeah, great question, Ida. Either way you set it up, as long as your math is right, you'll get the right answer. Last example. These equal ones are almost too easy. Let's take a look at one that is not going to be equal. X minus 12, 8x plus 38. Go ahead and set that one up. Let's go through our steps. What relationship is this? Well, are these on the interior or the exterior? Interior. Are they on the same side or alternate sides? Same side. These are same side interior angles. Same side, same side, same side. Are those supplementary or equal? Supplementary. Same side interior, same side supplementary. So are we just going to set the blue one equal to the red one? No. What are we going to do instead? We're going to combine what? Yeah, we're going to combine them, right? Which just means add 2x minus 12 plus 8x plus 38 equals 180. Now, when you see a super messy left-hand side like this, that's when we want to combine like terms, right? I've got a variable term, a constant term, a variable term, and a constant term. What can I combine together first? Hold on. Do me a quick favor, change this to a positive 12. That's my bad. Should be a positive 12. Okay, 2x plus 12 plus 8x plus 38. Everybody made that change? Plus 12? Okay. So we're going to combine the 2x and the 8x. How many x's is that in total? 10 x's. And I'm going to combine, what else? 38 and 12. What's 12 plus 38? 50. No x's there. Just numbers. 12 and 38. So now I've got 10x plus 50 equals 180. What can I do now? Subtract 50. What's 180 minus 50? 130. So I got 10x equals 130. What's my last step going to be? Divide by 10. How many times does 10 go into 130? 13. Just cut the zeros off, and you're left with 13. So that's the only situation where we add them and set them equal to 180. Same side interior. Think same side supplementary. So on the worksheet, you will have to write what the relationship is, just for our practice's sake. Set it up, solve it out, see what you get for x.